Hello dear students, welcome to the 8th part of chapter 1, that is number system. So students, in the last part what we have done, we have studied about that how we can prove any rational number or irrational numbers if they are in the form of addition, subtraction or in the form of product. Okay, and then we have learned that how we can show any real number on the number line. Any real number on the number line means decimal form. We have studied that if the number is like 1.4356, okay, this we have to represent on number line. So for this successive magnification method we have studied, successive magnification method, and I have told you that on the basis of this we will discuss exercise 1.4. okay, exercise 1.4 of NCERT. So now let us see that what kind of question is there. Only two questions are there in exercise 1.4. The first question is that visualize 3.765 on number line using successive magnification. So students, the two examples that I have given you under the topic successive magnification, so on the basis of that we can do the first part. Okay, first question. Okay, there will be no problem, only you have to decide the end points. Okay, if you will decide the end points, then only the thing is left that you have to represent that on the number line. The second question is visualize 4.26 bar on the number line up to 4 decimal places. 4.26 bar you have to represent. Okay, so basically the question is 4.26 bar you have to represent on number line. Okay, and up to 4 places of decimal. So up to 4 places of decimal means the number will be like 4.2626. okay, if it is said that represent 4.26 bar up to 4 places of decimal, means the number is like 4.2626. okay, so for this firstly we will decide the end point. Okay, and then we will represent it on number line. So 4.2626, it means the boundary numbers are what? Firstly 4.2, it will be in between 4 and 5. 4.2. okay, I have told you that how to think that in between, in what two numbers in between the number is there. Okay, to see only one digit, stepwise see the number. So firstly we'll see only till 4.2. so it is 4.2 in between 4 and 5. After that we will see one more digit till 4.26. so 4.26 will lie in between 4.2 and 4.3. okay, now one more digit we will take, 4.262 to 4.262. okay, so it will lie in between 4.26 and 4.27. okay, it is as simple. If you have to just think that whether in between what two numbers this number will lie. Like 4.262 is there na? So you can think that it will be in between 4.260 and in between 4.270. After the 4.260, the numbers are like 4.261, 4.262, 4.263, 4.264, like this. Okay, so that's why I have written 4.26 and 4.27. and after that the last one is what? 4.2626. it will be in between 4.262 and 4.263. okay, see, if you will see the 26 will lie in between what? 26 means 26 will lie in between, like in between what? 20 and 30. okay, so 0 is need not to write here. So if you have think this, so only you have to represent it on number line. okay, now let us see that how we will represent it. So we will start from the first one is what? 0, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here it is -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. Okay, so in between 4 and 5 is there na, so in between 4 and 5, so this is 4 and this is 5. Okay, see, do not confuse us students. If the number is given 9.1236, so need not to write all the numbers, that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. Means what we can do, if someone will do like this, if someone will start from here, that it is like 4 and it is 5, okay, and then you have divided into 10 equal parts, then also it is correct. Okay, then also it will be correct, because if the greater number is like this 9.1236, then it doesn't mean that you will write all the numbers. Okay, if you have written like this only, that 4, 5, then also it is correct. So we will do only like that only. So it is 4, it is 5, we have to divide it into 10 equal parts, and for that 9 mark we will do here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, then it is divided into 10 equal parts. After that there is requirement of 4.2 and 4.3. Okay, this end points we have to keep in our mind, 4.2 and 4.3. So it is 4.1, it is 4.2, 4.2 and 4.3. Okay, so 4.2 and 4.3. This is 4.2, this is 4.3. Okay, so 10 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 marks I have made here, so that it is divided into 10 parts. Now 4.26 and 4.27. So it is 4.21, 4.22, 4.23, 4.24, 4.25, 4.26. This is 4.26 and this is 4.27. Okay, so just zoom it out. So if you will zoom it out, so what you will get, that 4.26 and 4.27. Okay, now again 9 mark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After this we will need 4.262 and 263. So it is 4.261, it is 4.262, and it is, this point is what, 4.263, this point 4.263. So we'll write like this. Okay, we'll again make a number line which start from 4.262 and end point is 4.263. Okay, so we have to divide it into 10 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so what number is required here? The number which is required here is 4.2626. So here you can see that 4.261, 4.262, 4.263, 4.264, 4.265, 4.2626. Okay, this point. So this point is your 4.2626. This point is there. Okay, so this is how we can represent 4.26 bar up to 4 places of decimal. Okay, so students, pause the video and note it down. Now students, will see another type of question related to showing the number on number line. Means if the number is like that, represent under root 9.6 on number line, represent under root 3.5 on number line. Okay, represent under root 4.7 on number line. So how we will represent this type of number on number line? Okay, for this students, one special type of method we will learn here. One special type of method we will see here. Okay, so what is that method? Let us see. So this type of question, so that's why in general I have written that represent under root x on number line. Represent under root x on number line. How we will do it? So stepwise we will do the question. So in a step first, firstly what we will do? Firstly we will draw a line segment, of x unit. Okay, draw a line segment. We can write that draw a line segment AB of x unit. So firstly what we will do, we will draw a line, of x unit, line segment AB of x unit. Okay, the length of this AB is what? The length of this AB is x unit. Okay, the length of this AB is what? It is x unit. After that, students, what you will do in step second? In step second, what you have to do, that extend AB to AC. Okay, extend AB to AC as one unit. Okay, means what? Means that after B you have to take 1 unit. Okay, from B to C, this is, okay, suppose here it is point C and this is of 1 unit. This is of what? This is of x unit and this is of what? 1 unit. Okay, so extend AB to AC as 1 unit. So 1 unit we have taken extra from point B to from point C, from point B to point C. Okay, after that in step third what we will do? In step third, that draw perpendicular bisector, of AC and hence get the midpoint O. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to draw the perpendicular bisector of AC. Why we draw perpendicular bisector? What is the meaning of drawing perpendicular bisector? See, if there is a line segment AC and if we draw the perpendicular bisector, how we draw the perpendicular bisector? We'll keep the compass at A and taking more than half distance, we will mark an arc in above this line and in downward this line, and after that we'll keep the compass at C, and from the same arc and from the same radius we will mark the arcs like this. Okay, and after that we will join this. So if we join this, then whatever the point we will get here, suppose it is point O, that will be the midpoint of that line segment. Okay, so whenever we need to find the midpoint, in that case what we do, we draw the perpendicular bisector. Okay, so what we do, that we'll keep the compass at A and taking more than half of the distance AC. Okay, we'll mark an arc in upward this line and in downward this line. Okay, and taking the same radius, we'll keep the compass at point C and hence we will cut an arc. Okay, we will cut an arc, and after that we will join these two cutting points, and when we join these two cutting points we will get, okay, we will get a point which intersect this line segment AC. Okay, and this point is what? This point is O. We will suppose that this point is O. Okay. Now students, what we will do in step 4, okay, basically we represent this under root x geometrically. That means here geometry means we can say the use of geometry is very much, okay, in comparison of others. So in step 4, what I am going to write here, in step 4 I will write that taking radius equal to OC, okay, or you can write here taking radius equal to OC, okay, in bracket you can write that equal to AO also you can take, okay. See, if O is the midpoint of AC, it means AO and OC are equal. If O is the midpoint of AC, this O is what? This is the midpoint of AC. It means the distance AO and the distance BC, okay, is what? Sorry, the distance AO and the distance OC are equal, okay. So what we will write here, that taking radius equal to OC or equal to AO, draw a semicircle, ठीक है. तो हमने अब कंपास कहां पे रखा? कंपास हमने पॉइंट O पर रखा और OA रेडियस या OC रेडियस मान करके हमने एक सेमी सर्कल ड्रॉ किया जो A से लेकर के कहां तक है? C तक है, ठीक है. क्या किया हमने? कंपास को रखा O पे और इस OA रेडियस का हमने एक सेमी सर्कल ड्रॉ कर लिया जो कहां पे जाके मिलेगा? श्योरली वो पॉइंट C पर जाकर के मिलेगा, ठीक है. तो इस तरह से हमने क्या किया? एक सेमी सर्कल ड्रॉ कर लिया, ओके. So what we have done, we have made a semicircle, okay. Now this semicircle, okay, this is the semicircle of radius AO or you can say the radius OC. Now in the step 5, what we will do? In the step 5, what we will do? In the step 5, we will draw a line through point B. Draw a line through point B. Remember this, that you have to draw a line through point B and perpendicular to AC, perpendicular to AC, okay. So we have to draw a line which is perpendicular to this AC through point B, okay. Through point B means we will draw a line which should be perpendicular to this AC, okay, and passing through from point B, so this line segment we have drawn, okay. In step 6 we can write, let D is an intersection point of perpendicular line and semicircle, okay. So suppose this is your point D, so students, this line BD, hence BD is equal to under root x. So this line BD will represent the length under root x, okay. means this line BD will represent your under root x. Okay, how it is under root x, I will show you the mathematical proof of that also. Okay, but firstly, that understand it, that once again I'm going to explain that how it is made. Okay, and one more thing, that since this BD length is showing under root x and we have to show it on number line, so for that what we will do, we'll keep the compass at point B and taking the radius as BD, we will cut an arc to this number line. Okay, we'll cut an arc to this number line. So this arc will be like this. Okay, now suppose this is point E. So the distance BE, will show you under root x unit. Okay, the distance BE will show you under root x unit. Okay, now let us see that how we have drawn. Firstly, we have drawn a line segment AB of x unit. Then we have extended this point B. We have extended this B to C as 1 unit. After that, we have drawn a perpendicular bisector of AC, and hence we got a midpoint, that is O. From point O, taking radius AO, okay, we have drawn a semicircle. Okay. After drawing a semicircle from point B, I have drawn a perpendicular to AC. Okay, from point B I have drawn a perpendicular to AC. Wherever this perpendicular line cut this semicircle, that point will be your D. Okay, so we can say that this distance BD is your under root x. Now if you want to show this under root x on number line, so what you have to do, you have to keep the compass at point B and taking radius as BD, cut an arc to this number line. So B, the distance B to E will show you under root x. Okay, the distance BE will show you under root x. See this distance. Okay, so BE will show you under root x. Now how we can prove it mathematically, that I am going to tell you. Firstly, just pause the video and note it down. Now students, if someone asks you that how you will prove, how you will justify that only this length is your under root x. Okay, so for that it will not ask in the examination, but if someone asks you that how you can justify that this length is under root x, so how we will show it. See students, in the figure, if we make a right angle triangle, okay, if we make a right angle triangle, so we have to join this OD, okay, and this is your 90 degree. So in this right angle triangle OBD, this is your perpendicular, this is your base, and this is your hypotenuse. Okay, is it clear to everyone? In this right angle triangle, this is your base OB, this is your perpendicular BD, and this is your hypotenuse, that is OD. Okay, so we will apply here. We know that just I was telling you that perpendicular is equal to under root x. Okay, so if we get the value of base and hypotenuse in terms of x, so then we can find the perpendicular. Okay, so let us see that how we will do it. So our main objective is what? Firstly, to find OB and to find OD. Okay, what are the length of OB and OD? So let us talk about the length OD firstly. Firstly, we will talk about the length OD. Okay, OD is what? As you can see, OD is what? See, OD will be equal to OC or OA. Why? Because it is the length from the center to any point of the circle. So if there is a circle, okay, so from the center to any point of the circle, this is what? This is the radius. wherever you will write, where you will draw like this, so all these points are what? Radius. Okay, so basically this is the radius of this semicircle, and radius of this semicircle is what? It is, as I have told you, that it is AO or OC. Okay, so OD is equal to AO is equal to what? OC. Okay, OD is equal to AO is equal to OC. It means that it will be how much? Okay, it will be how much if you see. So as we have seen that the distance initially, the distance AB was x, the distance BC was 1 unit, okay, x unit, 1 unit, and distance AC will be what? A to B it is x, from here A to B it is x, and from here to here it is 1. So it means A to C will be what? It will be x plus 1. It will be x plus 1. Okay. So OD, AO or OC, it is what? It is half of the distance AC. Okay. This is the semicircle. So we can say that radius OC or OA. Okay. So the diameter is what? Diameter is AC. So AC is what? X. So x plus 1. Okay. AC is what? It is x plus 1. So it is x plus 1 by 2. It means that we can directly say that the distance OD is equal to x plus 1 by 2. Okay, x plus 1 by 2. Now the another thing that we have to find OB also. OB. Okay, here we have found OD, and here I am going to find OB. So OB is what? See, the length of OC is also x plus 1 by 2. If we do OC minus 1, okay, just look at the figure, or you can write that OC minus BC. In this figure, students, if from OC we will subtract this BC, from OC if we subtract this BC, so what we will get? We will get OB. So basically OC is what? OC is x plus 1 by 2, and BC is what? BC is 1. So if we simplify it, what we will get? Suppose this one is as 1 by 1, so LCM we will get as 2. Okay, LCM we will get as 2. Now this x plus 1 will be written as like it, and minus 2 will be there. Okay, so what we will get? X plus 1 minus 2, it means x minus 1 by 2. What we will get? X minus 1 by 2. So basically two distances I have found. Hypotenuse we have got as x plus 1. This hypotenuse we have got as x plus 1 by 2. Okay, and this base we have got as x minus 1 by 2. Okay, x minus 1 by 2. Now, so OB is what? OB is x minus 1 by 2. Okay, the last one. Now, in triangle OBD, okay, we know very well that hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. But we also know, if we write it into the form of the length of the sides, so hypotenuse is what? Hypotenuse is OD square, B square is what? OB square, P square is what? It is BD square. So if we want to show that BD is of under root x unit, so for that we have to find firstly BD, no? So BD square will be what? It is OD square minus OB square. Okay, and OD square minus OB square. OD is what? OD is x plus 1 by 2 whole square, minus OB square means what? It is x minus 1 by 2 whole square. Okay, so it is BD square. Now we have to solve this. Okay, so let us solve it. X plus 1 whole square. Okay, so if we expand it, okay, x plus 1 whole square by 2 it is written. So x plus 1 by 2 whole square if it is written. So if we expand it, so what we will get? We will get a square plus b square, 1 square means what? 1 plus 2ab upon 2 square is what? 4. In the same manner here what we will get? A square, okay, plus b square minus 2ab upon 4. As you can see that the LCM are 4 means same, so we can operate it directly. So x square plus 1 plus 2x minus x square. Before this expression minus is there, so when we will open the bracket it will be minus x square minus 1 plus 4 plus 2x, okay, and here it is upon 4. So x square will be cancelled out with x square, 1 will be cancelled out, 1, 2x plus 2x, that is 4x. So 4x upon 4, it means what we will get? X. Okay, so x is coming equal to BD square. Okay, BD square is equal to x. It means that if we take square root, so we will get BD as under root x. The length of BD is equal to what? The length of the BD is equal to under root x. So this is the justification of that. Okay, that proves the question was what now? The question was that represent under root x on number line. Okay, so mathematically also I have proved that how we can show under root x on number line. This perpendicular line will show you under root x. This is x plus 1 by 2, this is x minus 1 by 2. So by the help of Pythagoras theorem, if we are going to find this perpendicular, then we will get perpendicular as under root x unit. So when I was making you write all the steps, in the last step I have told you that this perpendicular line will show under root x. Now it is the mathematical proof that how this perpendicular line will show you the under root x unit. Okay, getting everyone? Now you can pause the video and note it down. So students, see, justification, okay, means in the most of the question justification is not asked, but if it is asked, then you can do by this method. Okay, now we'll see some more topic in the next part of the video. Okay, till then, thank you everyone, thank you class.